Okay, so the next part in 1.1 is mass spectrometer. Okay, so mass spectrometer is an analytical instrument used to measure atomic and molecular masses directly. So mass spectrometer is an instrument to determine mass of any atom or mass of any molecule. So we will put the atom or molecule here. So the atom and molecule will be vaporized, ionized, and then they will be accelerated. And then we will put magnetic field here. So the atom or the molecule will be deflected according to their masses. Okay, so bila kita letak sampel dekat sini, for example, I put 100% sample of chlorine. So saya letak 100% sample of chlorine. So dia akan vaporize, ionize, dan dia akan accelerate despite dia akan ada magnetic field. So apa yang berlaku adalah chlorine tu dia akan deflected according to the masses. Okay. Okay, so atoms are so small, it is difficult to discuss how much they weigh in grams. Okay, so that's why we use a new unit known as atomic mass unit, AMU. So the definition of atomic mass unit is 1/12 the mass of carbon-12 atom. Okay, so from mass spectrometer, for example chlorine, if I put here, so it will be deflected and then the ion will detect. So mass spectrometer will give this data. So mass spectrometer dia akan bagi satu graph. So the data of relative abundances against relative mass. Okay, relative abundances or maybe relative intensity, so against relative mass. Okay, so how to interpret the data? Okay, so from the data, okay, we know that chlorine has two different masses. Okay, so from the data, we know that chlorine ada dua jenis mass yang berbeza, 35 and 37. Okay, so from 100% of chlorine, so daripada 100% of chlorine, ada yang berat 35, ada yang berat 37. So 35 chlorine with the mass of 35 AMU is 75. Chlorine with the mass of 37 is 25. So this is how you interpret the data. Okay, so kat sebelah ni saya bagi satu table. So dekat table ni kita bagi data yang lagi detail. Okay, so dekat sini nampak 35 je kan. So actually nilai detail dia adalah 34.9689. Okay, same goes to this one. So the detail value is this one. So kalau dekat graph ni roughly kita nampak 75 tapi sebenarnya adalah 75.77. So apa maksud abundance? Abundance ni maksudnya dia lebih kurang macam intensity, lebih kurang macam how much benda tu ada. So chlorine with the mass of 34.9689 is 75.77. Okay. Okay. So based on the result, so based on the data, we can conclude that chlorine has two isotopes with different atomic masses. Okay. Therefore, how we are going to tell mass of chlorine? So macam mana kita nak cakap mass of chlorine ni? Sebab chlorine ada dua mass yang berbeza. So therefore, mass of chlorine is being determined using average atomic mass. Okay, so kita akan cari average lah. Sebab kita tahu sekarang chlorine ada two different masses. Okay, with respect to the abundances. Okay, so we need to find average atomic mass. So how to find average atomic mass? Similar with the one that you learn in mathematics. Okay, nak cari average kan, berat. Dekat dalam kelas ni, pelajar, 75 pelajar ada berat 35. Ada 25 pelajar ada berat 37. So berapa average berat dalam kelas ni? So sama je formula dia. So 35 times with 75 plus with 37 times with 25. Bila dia provide value data yang lebih detail, so kita guna yang ni lah. Sebab dia provide value data yang detail. Kalau dia provide nilai yang ni, daripada graf ni kita ambil yang ni je lah. Sebab dia ada bagi value yang lagi detail. So kita guna yang lagi detail lah. So 34.9 something ni times with this value. Okay, times with this value plus with 24.23 times with the mass. Okay, divide by total abundances ataupun total pelajar lah, ibarat macam total pelajar. Okay, normally total abundances normally most of the time total abundances is 100%. Okay, so from this calculation we get that average atomic mass of chlorine is 35.5 AMU. So this value will be inserted in periodic table. So dalam periodic table kita akan masukkan nilai yang average. So berapa berat klorin? 35.5 AMU. So we are going to use average atomic mass. Because we know that chlorine has two different masses. So dalam calculation kita tak boleh guna sekejap guna 35, sekejap guna 37, tak boleh. So kita kena guna this value, the average atomic mass of chlorine. Okay. So in exam we won't give you periodic table, so we will give you this table of relative atomic masses. Okay, so dekat table ni tadi saya dah bagi tahu dia ada proton number. At the same time dia ada relative atomic mass. Relative atomic mass similar with average atomic mass. The difference is relative atomic mass doesn't have any unit. So kalau kita tengok chlorine, okay, chlorine, so nilai dia adalah 35.5. Average dan juga relative atomic mass benda yang sama. Beza dia adalah average atomic mass has unit AMU, relative atomic mass has no unit. That's all. Okay. So once again, okay, when I put 100% sample of chlorine, I found that chlorine has two different masses, 35 and 37. How much chlorine with the mass of 35? 75.77. How much chlorine with the mass of 37? 24.23. So how much do chlorine weigh? So what is the mass of chlorine? So nak cakap macam mana mass chlorine ni? So that's why kita cari average. So we are going to use this value. Okay, so next is relative atomic mass ataupun relative molecular mass. Okay, so kita sekarang nak tunjuklah kenapa relative ni tak ada unit. So relative atomic mass is mass of one atom compared to 1/12 the mass of one atom of carbon 12. So mass of an atom compared with, okay, or in comparison to 1/12, 1/12 lah, mass of one atom of carbon 12. So kita bandingkan mass untuk suatu atom dengan 1/12 mass of satu atom of carbon 12. Okay. So this is the formula. So mass of that element in AMU. In comparison ataupun bila kita compare ni kita bahagilah maksudnya 1/12 darab dengan mass untuk satu carbon 12. Okay, so for example saya letak klorin dengan unit EMU bahagi dengan 1/12 darabkan dengan mass carbon 12. Carbon 12 ni beratlah 12 AMU. So kita cancel 12, cancel unit. So that's why average atomic mass ni dia tak ada unit. Okay, average atomic mass ni dia tak ada unit. Okay, another reason why relative atomic mass has no unit because in science, relative means in comparison. We are comparing something. So when you are comparing something, you never mention the unit. Okay, for example, bola A 2 kali ganda lagi besar daripada bola B. 2 kali ganda lagi besar. So 2 kali ganda lagi besar tu tak ada unit. Kita hanya kata 2 kali ganda lagi besar, 2 kali ganda. Kita bagi tahu value je, 2 kali ganda. Kita tak ada kata 2 kali ganda lagi besar dalam kilogram. Tak ada. Okay, so bila kita compare something, so kita tak akan sebut unit. So that's why relative ni, sebab relative ni actually dia compare berat suatu atom dengan 1/12 of berat atom carbon 12. So when you are comparing something, so no need to mention unit. Okay. Relative molecular mass similar with atomic mass, but the difference is relative molecular mass is referring to molecule. Okay, for example, carbon dioxide, water, chlorine gas, oxygen gas. Okay, sama je cerita dia, cuma kat sini molekul lah. Okay, relative atomic mass, normally we call it as RAM. Kalau relative molecular mass, RMM. Okay, nama ringkasan dia lah. Okay. Okay, so in conclusion, okay, so bila kita sebut molar mass of chlorine is 35.5 gram per mole. Kalau kita sebut molar mass lah, 35.5 gram per mole. Average atomic mass ataupun atomic mass untuk chlorine is 35.5 AMU. Ada unit AMU. Okay, tapi kalau relative atomic mass of chlorine is 35.5 without any unit. So same value but different application, different name. Value yang sama, different application, and then dia ada nama yang berbeza lah. Okay, thank you.